Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal on a very pretty Saturday afternoon. I'm just taking a quick ride down to my auto shop. Well, it's not a quick ride because it's about half an hour away, so it's a slow ride. And I was thinking that my word for today would be value. And the reason why I chose value was because I value the care that my shop takes of me as well as my car. And I say that because, you know, I've got a couple of things that need to get done with the car that's going to have it in there for quite a while. So they wanted to make sure I had a loaner, which I really appreciate. And then secondly, they said to me, you know, it's actually due to go in on Monday, and they said to me, well, give us a call on Saturday, and if one of the loaner cars is back, you know, you'll be able to pick it up on Saturday, and that way you won't have to get up early on Monday. Now, how nice is that? Do I value that? You bet I do. And so the age of customer service may be different from that I remember from way back. It's certainly improved in a lot of ways, and in some ways it's changed. But I think this old school idea of you're not a client, you're somebody that we care about to that degree, pays dividends today because you see so little of it. And I was wondering, you know, in your life, if you have any people in it, suppliers, that don't treat you just like a client, but actually treat you like your family, or make you feel that they genuinely care about who you are and that they genuinely appreciate your business to a level that is above and beyond. So let me know if you've got anybody like that in your life. I believe that as the world changes rapidly, which is doing right now, that we will go in the direction of two things. Number one, we'll go for convenience, for sure, which is why the big box stores and everything else, convenience and value for money. You know, the big box stores will have changed all of that. But I also do believe that those people who give service above and beyond will also have clients who will go above and beyond. For example, you know, I have got an awful lot of car repair places between where I live and where I'm about to drive, any one of which could have my business. Why do I drive that far? And the answer is because they care. And now, would I be going there every week? No, that would be a total waste. You know, if I needed something that had to go in every week, that would be a tremendous amount of gas. But to be able to go there, you know, every once or twice a year, or maybe more, depending on what I need done, is absolutely worth it for me. It's not about time or money, it's about safety. And I say safety because the other thing is they're really good about little things. You know, actually they will check out things that I don't expect them to, because they know it's important to me. They've been looking after my car for a long time, and they know what's likely to happen, and they don't want me to see me stranded in the middle of nowhere. So I just wanted to say, people do value things, and I was wondering whether you know what value you bring to other people, because we all have value. And it quite shocked me this week when I was doing the video about how much I had appreciated the time that Benji had given me, that the in the moment time, no distractions, just the two of us together, how much I had appreciated that. And I think it was Hannah that wrote to me and said, the same as you do for us. And I was actually quite stunned, because she said for all the hours that you spend recording and editing videos for us, and I quite honestly, I'd never really thought about it that way. So, you know, it was just sort of like, really? And it was a very nice comment to make, but I need you to know that it touched me at my very core, because yeah, it does. You're right, it does take a lot of time, and it's nice to know that it is valued. So thank you for that. That encourages me to do more. By the way, I have intentionally given myself a bit of a break for the last few months, not to do videos every day and edit every day and do those sort of things, because I found I was really running behind a steam train, if you like, or running in front of it, and it was catching up to me. And so I wanted to make sure that I just chilled and didn't get into that treadmill feeling that I had to do these things. I wanted to be able to vlog because I wanted to, and hopefully you will feel the difference in that. Okay, so think about the value you bring to other people. And by the way, if you're saying, well, I don't know that I do, take the risk and ask your friends. Ask what it is that they value about your friendship. I always get quite surprised when I ask my friends. No, I really do. You know, I know that Yvonne will tell you that it's all around one word. And she values me because I respect her idiosyncrasies. I respect her wisdom. I respect her OCD-ness. I love it. You know, I love it because I know how to benefit from it. You know, I mean, how about that? When I say that, you know, I literally will be in a conversation with somebody. I can be out and about and talking to somebody, and they'll say, you know, what about, on what date did this happen? And I'm going, I have no idea, but hold on a second. And literally, I will be sitting there, and they're going, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to text Yvonne. And they're going, why? I said, if anybody in the world knows what date that happened, it would be Yvonne. And sure enough, you know, as long as she's available, the next thing I will know is, you know, a text comes back and it says, you know, November the 11th at 4:32 in the afternoon. I go, you've got probably a bit more than you need, but apparently it was November the 11th of, you know, 2012 at 4:32 in the afternoon. And I did it recently when I was up talking to my bank about something, and my personal banker just burst out laughing and went, oh, that's good. I said, oh yeah, she is. She's very good. Why would I waste my time trying to remember these things when I've got a, you know, a human computer just a text away? So, but Yvonne knows that I value her for, you know, not just the friendship, which of course is very valuable to me, but it's all of her, you know, it's all the bits. It's the way she loves the house. That's it. That's valuable to me. And, you know, we've been together a long time. She's been in my, you know, living downstairs for, you know, 18 years. Yeah, she's part of the furniture now. And in fact, I'm really in her house because she had been there for 2 years before I bought her. So I think it's really important. You know, I've got other friends who will tell you the reason that they went to overtake me on the inside, sir. It's against the law. I've got other friends who will say to me, because I can ask you a straight question and get a straight answer. It's amazing how many of my friends do value that. They know that other people will give them the socially correct answer, but if you want a straight answer, go ask Sal. Now, I also will say, and I could be wrong, afterwards, because I know they value me for giving my truth, whatever that is. But I also know that my truth might not be the real truth, you know what I mean? So they'll say, what do you think of the haircut? And I'm going, at the moment, not much, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. And the reason not much at the moment, because it's so different. And, I can't, to me, that's my truth. The other thing I know is that I value different things in different people. Each of my friends brings me different gifts, if you like. So make sure you know what gifts you bring people, because it's important to them. And you are important to them for the gifts that you bring, the ones that they value. So if you don't know, you may want to have that conversation. And it's not about stroking your ego or whatever, because what is really interesting is how different it is for different people. I've got one friend of mine that you guys have met who will tell me, Sal, for as long as I've known you, you've always brought a different perspective to my life. Everybody will see this perspective, and then you ask Sal about what she thinks about this, and she'll bring in a completely different perspective. You see things from a different angle so often. Now, rightly or wrongly, I don't know. But yes, I do. I do have a different sort of perspective on things. Maybe because of my age, maybe because of my experiences, I don't know. But I know a lot of people value that. But I also will say to people, look, this is what I see, but this is your life, do it your way. And I'm a great believer in that. That I cannot tell you, I can tell you how I feel, I can't tell you what to do. That's not what people need. People need to make their own decisions. So I was talking to the broadcast viewers yesterday, and we were talking about the fact we're at over 880,000 views now on YouTube. And I know that each and every one of you knows that we would not be there if it were not for the fact that you, for some weird and wonderful reason, value what I bring to your lives. And I want to really thank you for that. Because sometimes it's hard for me to imagine or understand. Sometimes it's genuinely hard to understand that many people have visited DearMamaSal, and some of them been profoundly moved and changed because of it. I am so value those of you who've written to me. Here I go. Those of you who've written to me and told me stories about, when I first found you, I was in this place, and thank you so much, because by watching the videos and by being on the broadcasts, my life changed. So that to me is obviously of incredible value, because it reminds me that sometimes I just don't know. I don't know what it is that I need to do. I don't know what it is that I need to say. I just know that doing it is of value to some of you. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. This is Dear Mama Sal saying thank you so much for taking the time. Sending you a virtual hug. Remember to look after one another, but as usual, please remember, first look after yourself. This is Dear Mama Sal saying bye-bye for now.